Welcome to Classic Car Cave. For those of you first joining us and those of you who've been looking in for quite some time, thank you very much for your support and your comments. It's really good. So I went and checked at PS Racing and they're open again. So I'm going to try and book for Wednesday. So I'll try and get some footage out at the end of next week, and this is why the car's unwrapped at the moment. I just started it up, make sure the battery's good on it. And my beige Mini, what we'll do is, obviously because we're doing a lot of work on the XK, there's a lot of dust flying around and stuff, so we've been covering them up. So I've got some jobs to do on the Track Mini and also my E-Type. So tomorrow I've got a new clutch slave cylinder to put onto my E-Type, so I can take it outside, and then I'm going to bring the Mini in and start taking the inlet exhaust manifold off, because we're going to wrap the exhaust manifold, and there's a couple of small jobs to do it before we take it back on the track. So as I said, I'll try and book on Monday for the Wednesday morning session, and hopefully we can use the whole track. Yeah, I need to get these cars. This car, obviously the E-Type, this year I want to put it back on the road. I didn't use it last year because of the situation with COVID. And we need to find a better track than the PS Racing one that we're going to. It's a bit too tight. You can barely get it into fourth gear. But at least we've been able to prove the car's good, and it does what it was built to do. So yeah, so in the rest of the video you'll see as me will carry on working on the XK, and I'll work on the ramp here, putting in the slave, but obviously you'll need to give me a hand to bleed the clutch and a few other jobs. The Mini also needs, we've put a electric fan on it, and we want to put that on a separate fuse so we can actually leave the fan on when the car's stopped. This has a normal water pump on it, it doesn't have an electric water pump, which is what I was going to do originally. So the idea is you could let it cool after the engine stopped, but we'll make the fan so that you can leave the fan on or turn it, you can do it yourself, you can turn it on or off whenever you want. So that's what we're going to do. So I hope you enjoy the video. So we're replacing these studs here into drilled them through. Obviously it was brazed in somehow. So we've got these new ones on it now. And then we're welding them from the other side, and then we'll clean it down, flush it and lead it. Or put a very light skim of filler on it. What I was doing is just, so I'll just show you after it's on. There you go, there's the studs in there. They will need a skim, a filler, but it's flat. And we've moved them into the right position now, because when they were welded they kind of moved over a bit, but now they look good. So there's all the studs in. And we're going to go and do the same on the other side after we've had a cigarette. So, okay, you can see the same situation here. I'll clean all that back, put the studs in. And I pre-made the studs, I just basically cut the heads off them. And then what we're doing then is taking these nuts and to get the distance right from the end, so that when it goes in, it's the perfect. Okay. We want to come out the way now again.
Yeah.
Just let it go natural, I would say.
Okay.
You can use that line, can't you, to go on the edge.
Let's see, proper, but
A bit more, tighten again.
one more time and it's enough.
Okay.
Yep.
We have to go further this time, do we?
Yes, it's okay.
There?
That's enough. Yeah.
You happy with that? Or should we try it?
Super.
Looks good. That's the new clutch slave cylinder in. You can see it's all brand new. We're just going to bleed it now. And yeah, here's the old one in here. There's the seal. I think the side of the seal's got a bit of a mark on it. I don't know if you can see it there. You can see where it's ribbed. Oh, that's showing up on it. You can see it's ribbed there. And inside the cylinder wall. And this was done as well. So there we go. So we're just going to bleed it now and then we can take it out and try it. So I brought this Mini round. Can't really see it. It's looking good, but they all need a clean. Get this one out and get it tested so I can actually drive it on the road. It's been too long now. It's sat with. Look at that, there's a mark on it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get it sorted. For those of you who haven't been watching very long, this is I built this a while back. It was a SPI, single point injection, and I did a custom trick on the look at that dirt on it, on the boot, so the boot opens side on like that. So. Yeah, it's all custom inside. You'll notice it's British right hand drive, same steering. But it drives great. It's really quite quick as well. So yeah. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'll take that inlet manifold off and get to the exhaust manifold, and then we're going to wrap it. We've got some special wrap to put on it and put this gold across the back here, and then get that electric fan down in there so you can see it, and put that on a switch. So I have to take the part of the exhaust off to do that. So E-type's done. Clutch is working fine, it's running great now, sounds lovely. There she is, the wild one. But I was really annoyed about that damage on the front of that cowling, but kind of everything. But she's looking great. So, time for a coffee. Pull that back in a bit. There we go. Alright, so that's done. Start working on this one now. We're going to try and hopefully book on Monday for a session on Wednesday. And you can see here, Amir's working on this. So that's the plate we made. We used the bead roller to put that piece in. And you can see this is why we took it out. You can see the rust on here and here, so we'll get all this cleaned up. That one I made about 2 or 3 years ago. I made that on that side. And then we'll match it all back in again, and then we can start getting everything squared up and so on and so forth. So I think that'll be enough for today, for this video on a Sunday. So what I'll do is I'll put some of the footage on of working on the track car, and what else, when we go onto the track there on Wednesday, if we can go on the Wednesday, and I'll put it all on the video next week for the next weekend. So on that note, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, take care everybody.